So this is the next stack of unfinished projects we brought down finally after our move down here to northern Arkansas. We moved from northern Illinois, about the same distance from the southern Wisconsin border as we are now from the southern Missouri border. But this back tractor on the rear of the trailer is a 1948 8N. And this one that's more in pieces currently is a 1958 841. And here's a little MMB radial arm saw. In addition to those things, you guys have heard me talk about the Purple Martin house down here. In addition to that, picked up another Purple Martin house in the town of Griggsville, Illinois, the Purple Martin capital of the country. We were there 25, 30 years ago and got the first Purple Martin house down there. And now we went back to get another one, and boy, it's not like it was 25, 30 years ago. A lot less houses in town, a lot less birds. The guy that was making these houses, he's lived to be 91 and since passed away. And there was just a pile of used aluminum houses at this one guy's house. Ben something, I forget. Ben, I forget your name. I'll look it up and put it in the video later. But he set me up with this house here, and it has a pole, unlike the pole down there that birdhouse is on. That's a telescoping pole. I don't know if you can see it there. It has a crank on the pole for cranking the house up and down for cleaning and maintenance. So that's where we're at. I gotta make some room in the shop. We put a lot of items in there while we were gone. Took them out of the wood barn, put them in the shop so they'd be more secure, more locked up. Now I have to get items out of the barn, out of the shop, take it back to the barn so I can move these tractor projects. And the birdhouse project, although I probably won't tackle that until winter and set it up in the spring. And then this little MMB radial arm saw. So I think first is going to be this tractor here, the 8N. All that needs is an engine refresh, rings and bearings. So I got to split this tractor and get into the engine, replace the rings and bearings. It's still 6-volt system, and that's fine where we're at. We're in a warmer climate, and that'll just be a warm weather tractor. I won't be plowing snow with it or anything. This 841 is a 12-volt system. It has both of them have some new parts, and I have a whole crate full of new parts that I saw that I needed to get these going. This needs the power steering, mainly power steering work, new lines running, everything, and finish doing some painting on it. But some of them have new rims, some of them have new tires, some of them have some of both. Well, that's what we're going to be tackling in the future on that old shop. This back up top, I've done to this spot anyway. No steering wheel. This I believe I've shown in the past. It's just some gate hardware to make the connections in the corner here. This gives me a little peace of mind when I'm hauling stuff, and it's more of a local deal, and it's not screw down to the deck and lash down really well, like an over the road pickup or load would be, like tractors and things like that. I do not have any type of wood tailgate other than some L-shaped 2x that I screw down to the deck as kind of like a curb in a way to keep things blocked in. But as far as a tailgate going up to the height of the side, yeah, I don't have that. Not yet anyway. Maybe if I'm going to be going to get some mulch and stuff, I'll put some type of taller wood tailgate on the back of it. I have some OSB sheets ripped down to screw onto these 2x4 wood sides. So if I get some mulch or some loose material like that, I can put that in here. I'd have to lay a tarp down on the deck, of course, so it doesn't fall between the deck boards. So that's about it for this video. I got the tractors finally moved down from our previous area that we moved from. I had them sitting at a family's barn outside with a tarp over it. A good tarp this time, and the tarp was in great shape when I went to go pick up the tractors. So, no damage there. So this is a 1948 8N, as I've stated before. This is a 1958 841. It's a 801 series tractor, larger drivetrain overall. This one's, of course, more of a project because it's, it needs more paint. I'm gonna get rid of the blue and go more with original colors. Not exactly original colors, but not blue, that's for sure. Trying to keep up with the mowing, and so yeah, I'm always having to repair these two tractors because we're basically using them like bush hogs, mowing over small trees and that on the property down there. Across all the way to that gray building over there, we own all that, and it's in an L shape. It hooks around those trees over there. So yeah, a lot of mowing. I'm going to get a bush hog eventually for this compact tractor. This compact tractor is down, like I've stated before. I got a wheel bearing issue up here. So now that we're finally moved the rest of our items down, namely those two Ford tractors, I can have that pressure off me and I can get back to this, getting this tractor going and getting more implements for that. I'm looking at a rock rake right now. We did pick up this little MMB. It unfortunately does not have the original blade guard. It's got a Craftsman blade guard on it. But it has the DeWalt motor on it still and carriage. So that's the size difference between a GE, I don't know if you can make that out, and an MMB. Because of the wood sides that we brought down when we picked up the tractors, I actually forgot that the wood sides were even up there still at our previous location. I had it all lined up for to pick up a Powermatic drill press and a mid-size DeWalt radial arm saw to go in between these two sizes. It's what they call a GWI. I had that lined up, but I had to cancel on both of those, the drill press and the GWI radial arm saw, because I just didn't have the room. And I was approaching max weight there. I think I was probably had 8,500, 9,000 pounds gross a vehicle on the trailer for this time down. I've had it up to 10,000 pounds, and it's a little squirrely, a little harder to stop. The trailer does have brakes on both axles, and they do work. But yeah, taking it up near the limit is not always fun when you start hitting some hills and curves. So lots of other projects things in the future, I got to get this sickle mower going. This is a Toro sickle mower. Got a little work to do on this old Troy built rototiller. Put in some more garden spaces for next year. I said these lawnmowers are a constant deal. The LS tractor, both of these Ford tractors, all these projects over here. This is actually supposed to be the metalworking / machine shop end of the shop, and I got, one and part of another tractor parked inside the space. There's supposed to be a wall going up here and a wall going up over there to divide off the woodworking and keep the wood dust off of the metalworking, and to have the two ends, the metalworking shop and the woodworking shop, climate controlled. I finally heard back about some sheet insulation. A guy locally sells it on Marketplace at a more reasonable price than what I can buy it at a retail outlet. So I hope to get that in, and because it's like an oven in here when the sun's out, because we have dark colors on the exterior of the building. So I'll probably get that in there, foamed in. Sheets I have to cut up and then foam it around the sheets, and then paint the sheets, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be a black exterior on the foam sheet. So you can imagine if all that white was black, be a lot less light in here. So that's it for this video. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and post a question if you want. I'll respond to those. I don't always get notified when those comments are there, but I will respond to them when I see them, when I find them. So that's it for that old shop. Thanks for watching.